Alright, everybody, so welcome back for session 11 of our Curse of Strahd campaign. Last session, you all arrived at the town of Valakai, tucked in to a valley up against Lake Zarovich. You had some interesting interactions at the front gate. The guardsmen seeming perpetually happy in a very forced and strained kind of way. And you quickly began to notice that all of the inhabitants of this town, save for a couple, were acting in a similar fashion, seemingly quite miserable and downtrodden until they noticed anybody noticing them, in which case a beaming smile, strained and quaking at the edges, would cover their face every time. You did pass by a church, the Church of St. Andrel. Out front was Father Lucian, who told you all that the church was one of the few places where people could be themselves, could expect to be able to release their emotions, their anxieties, without fear of intervention or observation. Told you that the reason for this was that the place was a sacred place, protected from evil of all kinds by the bones of St. Andrel, a savior of Barovia from long ago. So after your conversation with Father Lucian, who offered you a safe haven at the church whenever you required it, you all continued into the town of Valakai and observed something odd in the town square. A strange man was hammering up a sign hinting at a festival that was to take place in 2 days. This festival seemed to be on the heels of another that had just ended, and it seemed that this town was in an endless cycle of weekly festivals. The reason for this would soon become clear to you all, but alongside this festival announcement was also several people in stocks with donkey heads. It was clear that people had been throwing rocks and vegetables and rotten fruit and other such terrible things at these people, and that their crime was simply not being happy. During your walks through Valakai, you also came across the Mardikovs, who cornered you, more or less, and in a veiled way, kind of gave you an opportunity to make up for the wrongs that they saw that you had done to them. After this conversation, where you learned of some missing children, last seen by the banks of Lake Zarovich, continued on your way and eventually found your way to the Virgo Master's mansion. The Virgo Master proved to be quite mad, and his wife, more or less a prisoner in her own home, a willing prisoner, if you will, seemingly suffering from some sort of form of Stockholm syndrome, where she had convinced herself that her husband was doing the right thing in forcing happiness onto all of the people of this town. She was party planning, essentially, for the festival that was coming up. Bundles of hay lining the walls, dried up sticks bundled everywhere in preparation for the Festival of the Blazing Sun that was coming up. You were then taken upstairs, where you were able to meet with the Virgo Master. And after some convincing, you were able to acquire the wedding dress that you all came here for, although only on a loaned basis. Virgo Master would require the dress back sooner than you all had time to get it back to Kresk, and then let the abbot and his dread wife do what they will with it before returning it. So you all you all came up with a plan to take it to the toy maker, assuming that since he could make doll clothing, maybe he would be proficient in recreating this dress. So you went and spoke with Blinsky, and he was able to oblige your request, and you discovered some strange things in Blinsky's shop. Strangest among them being the fact that he had created dozens and dozens of dolls that looked identical to your friend Petra Lenovich, presumably at the request of the man who was hanging up the sign in the town square, the Virgo Master's private bodyguard known as Izek. He had a strange deformation to his right arm, made it seem scaly and oversized. But After all of these revelations and all of these things, all of this events, all of this eventfulness happening in Valakai, you all finally begin to make your way to the Arisek stockyard to stock up, supply up, and plot your next moves. When you were there, you were met by a man who the town knows as Rictavio, but upon seeing you all and seeing Petra with you, revealed his identity to be none other than Rudolph van Richten. His first question to you all was, "Where is Ez?" That is where we pick up today. So, at the Arisek stockyard, Rudolph van Richten leaning over his cart, the now you all know giant saber-toothed tiger inside, still growling loudly and slamming up against the walls of the pen. Rudolph van Richten looks over once again towards you all. "Well, where is Esmeralda?" Petra kind of steps behind one of you.
You see about that,
The vampire has him.
yeah.
You've seen Strahd.
Yes.
He kind of looks towards Petra. "And he took Esmeralda, and not you." Petra nods.
My thoughts exactly.
"Very well, very well. We have much to discuss indeed. All of you, I appreciate what you've done. I'm sure you've been of service to my protege and her charge, her ward. I know a house nearby. Come, we can talk in private. You can let me know what's been going on here." He gestures into the road. "Shall we?"
Lead the way.
Yeah, I'll come.
Okay. So, he leads you towards one of the houses. Oh, as you're passing by, you can tell that a lot of these houses actually stand vacant. Maybe 1 in 4 seems to have signs of life and activity inside of them. But for the most part, they stand empty. Van Richten walks you up towards one of these houses, and he reaches out and turns the knob just a bit. It clicks as if locked, and then he kind of looks around to make sure no one's watching and puts his shoulder up against it and gives it a little push, and then the knob turns the rest of the way and swings open. And he gestures you all inside quickly. "Come on now, quickly now." Petra scoots inside.
I'm following him.
So the place looks old. Van Richten closes the door behind you all and gestures you over towards a little sitting nook, a little seating area, and says that this house has been vacant for many, many years now. He kind of furrows his brow, and back when this place was a far more dangerous place. And
Was so.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
What is a dangerous place?
He nods and says, "I'm sure you've all heard by now that Barovia has been experiencing a prolonged period of peace, uncharacteristic to the place."
I think you're confusing peace with quiet.
Well, sometimes one comes with the other, and for a place like Barovia, quiet is as close to peace as they'll ever get.
Well, I guess I'm kind of glad to be, in quotations, one of the more quiet places, if you know what I'm saying.
He nods. He says, "But it does seem to be changing now. The Count stirs. His castle venturing forth from it for the first time in decades. And it seems that despite my best efforts, there is no keeping you from this place. Gestures towards Petra. Says, now, there is much history here. And you all are not the first merry band of adventurers to become lost in this place. And I fear to say that you'll likely not be the last. But much is to be told. You must know how we've come to this place. And he settles into his armchair, pulls out a pipe, and begins packing it. And you all hear a loud, squeaking groan come from a floorboard upstairs. And Rickton kind of looks up. Are you all expecting company?
No. Are you?
No, this place has been empty every time I've been coming here, and I've been coming back to this place for, well, about 12 years now. Never been occupied, and the squeaking happens again. Somebody's very clearly walking through the hallway upstairs. Huh. Well, maybe a squatter. There's plenty of vacant houses. There's really no need for people to squat anywhere, especially in a locked home. Hello? And with that, you all see on the staircase next to the sitting room, the parlor that you're in, a man in a nightrobe sleepily steps into view. He rubs his eyes, stretches out, and he looks down, and the first one he sees is you and Petra, Aurelia. He says, "Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Be gone before I call the city watch."
This is not, your house. This is, and I point at Van Richten.
Van Richten kind of tries to look around the corner, but he can't see what's going on. He can't see the person. The man steps down onto the further step. Aurelia, can you make a perception check, please?
Okay. Perception. I am fantastic at this.
Wonderful. He steps forward and says, No, I've been living, my family has been in this home for generations. You shall leave immediately. He takes another step forward. The doors to the sitting room that you're all in slam shut.
Well, I was going to check, but I think that confirms it.
I was a great soldier in my day, you know. I could kill you myself, in fact. You can see blood starts to run down from his eyes, Aurelia. His hair lifts, begins to float as if he was in water.
Mr. Richten, do you know anything about fighting ghosts?
Aye, a thing or two indeed. He takes his cane, draws it, and it is a beautiful rapier hidden inside of his cane. And with that, we roll initiative. Oh, is the dynamic lighting off? Bummer. There we go. Maybe. There we go.
I like the whole idea that even though Veronis is like a 2 foot high kobold monster. He and Van Richten are basically dressed the same way.
Right. Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's get Van Richten and Petra in this initiative and we'll get going. Awesome. Okay, Veronis, you are up. As the man makes his way down the stairs, he reaches out towards Aurelia, and his skin becomes immediately translucent. His hair stands up on end, face twisting into hideous different transformations as he comes forward. Veronis, you are up.
Step to an advantageous position, and I'll level my crossbow. Gonna make this a sharpshooter shot.
Right.
As soon as I open my character sheet.
"12 just hits. The bolt passes through him and embeds in the wall behind him. He takes damage, but not very much.
Even though my crossbow is magical?
Oh, I forgot. You write Artificer stuff. He takes full damage. Very nice.
And that's it.
All right, all right. It's gonna bring us to Bolivar.
All right. He has to be right in front of me. I will say, away, foul creature, and I'm going to mind whip him. So hopefully
Nice,
this
nice.
affects it. So make a intelligence saving throw.
Int save result is only a 2.
Sweet. I don't think it rolled the damage, so I'm gonna just roll it real quick here.
Nice.
Does it this time? 7 points of psychic. I'm going to now move away.
Okay.
And
Fantastic. So Bolivar, you see the specter reach its hands up towards its head and just let loose this wordless scream as it dissipates. It vanishes, but Aurelia, especially where you're standing in Bolivar, you both can see that strange purple glow is still emanating from the upstairs, indicating that there is something else coming.
Oh boy. Okay, I will continue to move here, and I will try and get behind Sam.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Petra looks around and says it's getting a bit cramped in here, and is going to attempt the door next to you, Bolivar, which does swing open, and she is going to get down here and ready a Ray of Frost for the first thing that comes down those steps. It's going to bring us to Aurelia.
Is that the front door?
It is. Oh no, double door, front double door down here.
Right. I was just thinking about where my defender is.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Alright, I'm gonna take one step back and ready a vicious mockery for when the next enemy comes down. And
Okay,
I'm gonna
sounds
end
good.
my turn.
All right. So, Petra looks up concernedly. She can hear something. Bolivar, you hear it too. It sounds like a child's voice. Papa? Where'd you go, Papa? Bolivar, you see Petra looking into the room over here, and her eyes go wide, and you can see light begin to fill that room up.
Oh no.
There are children in here.
And at that point, Bolivar, you see a spectral child standing at only about 3.5 so feet tall. She steps into the room directly in front of Petra. She is translucent entirely. You can see that it seems that most of her form seems to be coming from a ball, a sphere, floating in the center, illuminating the area around it, forming this spectral child as it moves into the room with Petra. Followed by a little boy. Timidly behind his sister. Little girl apparition reaches a hand out towards Petra. And she jumps back out of the way towards you, Bolivar. The other one comes up, ducks around the female, the little girl female apparition, and reaches around to try and, seems like it's trying to just grab onto onto her dress, like they're trying to get her attention, but misses again. Petra jumps out of the way. And that does bring us to the mother, who begins making her way down the stairs next. Aurelia, your vicious mockery would go off. Does fail.
Okay. 3, and I believe disadvantage in its next attack.
All right. Veronis, the woman confused and scared, reaches her hand out towards you. There's a 13 to hit, Veronis.
That misses.
All right. Tavio is up next. Okay, good stuff. So, Rictavio, with a speed and agility belying his age and the fact that he carries a cane that is actually a rapier, is going to jump over this table, onto this couch, and stab out at the creature, at the specter. And misses after all of that showmanship. Fantastic. Go Van Richten. He does get one more attack. 13 does hit for 5 more piercing. Right, Sam, you are up.
Okay, I'll take a note from Van Richten's book, and I'm gonna jump on top of this stool right here. Kind of just jump on this couch right here, just very like, the office parkour moment. And I'm just gonna shout, "I can also do that!" And I'm gonna launch a guiding bolt on this one. 21 to hit.
21 hits, yeah.
16 radiant, and advantage on the next attack on it.
All right. 16 radiant, it flashes out of existence, bathed in radiant light. Right. Veronis, you are up.
Seeing the ghost dissipate and seeing Petra fighting in the hallway, Veronis is gonna walk up over here, kind of go up on the Bolivar's shoulder and fire a crossbow right over it.
Awesome.
No sharpshooter on this one.
$23 hits. 12, awesome.
And then, seeing his steel defender at the end of the hallway, he's going to command it to walk up and... Can I hit the yellow one, or does it have to be the one next to it?
No, you can hit the yellow one, that's fine.
He'll do a empowered rend.
Ah, very nice.
Yep.
12, okay. Okay, are the Steel Defender's attacks considered magical?
It's force damage.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought it was 6 bludgeoning and 6 force. Yes, total 12 in force. Very good. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Bolivar.
Okay, so one's down. I think I'll just chill touch the one that's left. So let's see if it works this time. For some reason, the app is not letting me cast it now, but I'll just use it from the web page. I'll use my session inspiration.
Okay,
No,
23.
yeah,
hits.
I won't use it because it's only
Not
two.
using it. Okay, got it.
Never mind. So I'll miss the chill touch.
Okay. All right.
And that's my turn.
Petra. He's going to reach. Yeah, I think she's going to try and shocking grasp this thing because she has not been hit by it yet. 23 hits. However, it does nothing as the ghost of the little girl kind of giggles as if she was tickled by the lightning damage. Petra looks concerned. Aurelia, you're up.
I'm gonna kind of stand in the doorway behind every other person and be like, okay, I can't get in there, but you know, you are not a girl. You are very, very, I don't know, incorporeal. That's my vicious mockery.
All right. Wisdom save result is only a 3.
Very disadvantage on its next attack. I'm gonna step back and end my turn.
Fantastic. So, the ghost of the little girl kind of looks around and she sees the Steel Defender and kind of claps her hands together in glee, thinking it's some new toy to play with, and she reaches out to hug it. That is a crit. Holy shit. Okay.
It has disadvantage because of vicious mockery.
That is only a 17.
That does hit the defender.
Wow.
Okay. That is going to be 13 lightning damage. Would have been 25.
Which would have been bad, so thank you.
Okay. Brings us back around to Rictavio. And he is going to he's going to take his rapier and he's going to shout, "I'll check and see if there's more," and then run upstairs. Shouts back, "It's all clear!" Sam?
In reverse fashion, I'll jump to this one right here, this table, and Bolivar, how tall are you?
3'9".
I'm gonna try and jump over Bolivar.
Oh God! Don't land on me, elephant.
Oh no! Imagine if he fails, he just elbow drops Bolivar.
Anything for a show.
And I'm just gonna throw a Sacred Flame.
Nice.
Dex.
Number one.
So a little spark comes out of my hand.
Nice.
This doesn't usually happen.
He gets an 11 for 1 radiant.
one
Very
radiant.
nice.
Okay. As
And
the child sort of, just a little spark of, yellow and red comes off his side.
nice. All right, Veronis.
Go down prone on the floor and aim a shot between Sam's legs at the creature. Sharpshooter this time.
Okay. That is going to be a 12. That does not hit.
Damn. Alright, Steel Defender is actually gonna... It's gonna pop one of its repair abilities. Actually, we don't have a roll set up for that.
Okay. Good stuff.
And I'll stand up, and that's my turn.
All right, all right. Boulevard.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just chill touch it again.
Nice.
Oh God, I suck at this. All right, I'm gonna kind of just take a step back and say, this thing's unhittable. And that's my turn.
All right. Petra is going to disengage after seeing what that thing just did to the steel defender, and then get the fuck out. And that's your turn. Brilliant.
For safety's sake, I am gonna step up and I am do I want to drop concentration on a suggestion? Ooh.
Probably a bad idea right now.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea. Actually, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery again and just be like, you are one stupid child.
All right. Wisdom results is an 11 for another fail, -4, and disadvantage on the next attack.
I'm gonna get in the corner and I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. It's to Rictavio. Heads back downstairs. Can't get close enough. Sam, you're up.
Can't really do much here without getting too close to that thing, so I'm just gonna moonwalk my way back here and Sacred Flame. Dude!
Dude!
It's gonna be a 3 next time!
Why is Vicious Mockery hitting harder than a Sacred Flame? Hello?
He does succeed on the save.
It's fine.
Veronis.
This kid's gonna kill us.
Imagine.
What? Is it back to me already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I will shoot it again. I'm not going to bother with sharpshooter this time. I know I'm being really indecisive, but
19's a good hit. For 12, so close, but not quite enough.
Steel Defender's going to put both of its arms out wide and do a big clap right on top of the ghost. Like it misses.
That is a miss.
I'll take cover, and that's my turn.
Okay. So, seeing as how its new toy has been kicking the crap out of it, the ghost of the little girl is going to turn and put out her arms as if she's going to come in for a hug and rush towards Veronis. Steel Defender gets an opportunity attack.
Oh God. Veronis.
Does it do that with Force Empowered Rend, I guess?
Yeah. That's how I've always done it. That is a hit. Roll damage. Only 3? Oh no!
Oh no!
Only.
Gonna have to fix that later.
Gonna have to fix that later. So, the little girl stumbles a bit as she rushes forward and she falls right into Veronis. Veronis, that is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Wait, even with disadvantage, that's an 18?
20 and 18.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oof.
13 lightning, Veronis.
Ouch.
Oh, where'd my Will-O-Wisp go? Accidentally deleted the one that was marked in the initiative. Damn. There she is. Oh, too late now. Okay. Bronis, after your turn, Bolivar, you are up.
All right, trying to chill touch yet again. This has to work at some point. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna take another few steps back and look at Van Richten and say, "Do something, man! You're supposed to be an expert in this."
You're not wrong.
And
He looks
that's
over and he says, "Well, I was trying to see what you all were capable of," and he does a little golf clap. Brings us to Petra, and she is going to cast a Ray of Frost at that thing and miss. Really? Wow, this is not going well for you.
I swear to God. Alright, here we go. Just die already, Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Okay. Wisdom save result is only a 10. Okay.
There's no way this kills it, right?
She turns and starts to run away crying, insulted so thoroughly by the bard. And vanishes.
How? Just. Oh my God.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Oh my God. You know, imagine being, killed by insults.
So Van Richten looks around and says, "You all handled yourselves admirably. Admirably indeed." He walks up to you, Veronis, and says, "Looks like she got you there, friend," and brushes you off and casts Cure Wounds.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hey, that's my job.
So, save your spells, save your spells. I could have stepped in if I wanted to, and you seem to have taken a few hits because of my inaction. So it's the least I could do. You get 9 points of healing there, Veronis. Now, let's take a quick look around and make sure there's no other uninvited guests or previous residents around.
I mean, judging from what I've heard, you clearly don't seem to be, as much of an expert as you are.
So, well, we'll see about that. I've been doing this a long time, and while I'm not as spry as I once was, I still know a thing or two.
Probably would have behooved you to check the building before you picked it to stay in.
Says, well, I've stayed in this place many times, many times. I've never encountered these specters before. This is a brand new occurrence. Again, well, I suppose I should stop, assuming that nothing has changed when clearly we have a bit of a wild card in play at the moment. Now, I was about to tell you all a story. Would you like to hear it? The history of Strahd in this place and why there has been 20 years of quiet and why I believe it is now ended.
I mean, we've seen it firsthand, but sure.
So,
Alright.
he would head over and take a seat, and before I was so rudely interrupted, and he begins packing his pipe again.
Gonna have Carlotta go and sit on the stairs.
Nice. Alright, is she at the top of the stairs or the bottom?
Bottom.
Or on the middle landing thing?
Yeah, just kind of on the lower flight, just sitting on the steps.
Do you have vision on Carlotta?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the upstairs area, just so you know. So she can see that.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna kind of in the same room with us, just kind of sitting on the bottom
Okay.
steps.
Okay. So, Rictavio Van Richten finishes packing his pipe and lights it. Said, "In life, Strahd von Zarovich was a count, a prince, a soldier, and a conqueror. After the death of his father, King Barov, Strahd waged long, bloody wars against his family's enemies. Any of you that are proficient in history have likely heard of these wars. They would have taken place in the central north of the Sword Coast, kind of near the Silver Marches, right around there. But Van Richten continues. He says that he and his army cornered the last of these enemies in a remote mountain valley before slaying them all to a man. Strahd named the valley Barovia, after his deceased father, and was so struck by its scenic beauty that he decided to settle there. Queen Ravenovia lamented the death of Barov and was fearful of Strahd. War had made him cold and arrogant, though she kept her younger son Sergei away from the battlefield. Strahd envied the love and attention his mother visited upon his brother, so in Barovia Strahd remained. Peace made Strahd restless, however, and he began to feel like his best years were behind him. Unwilling to go the way of his father, Strahd studied magic and forged a pact with the dark powers of the Shadowfell in return for the promise of immortality. Strahd scoured his conquered lands for wizards and artisans, brought them to the Valley of Barovia, and commanded them to raise a castle to rival the magnificent fortresses of his ancestral homeland. Strahd named this castle Ravenloft after his mother, to demonstrate his love for her. When it was complete, Strahd commanded his mother and his brother to come to Barovia and stay with him. Sergei eventually took up residence at Ravenloft, but Queen Ravenovia passed away while traveling to her namesake. In sorrowful disappointment, Strahd sealed his mother's body in a crypt beneath the castle. Strahd's attention soon turned to Tatiana, a young Barovian woman of fine lineage and remarkable beauty. Strahd believed her to be a worthy bride, and he lavished Tatiana, he would glance towards Petra while he said this, with gifts and attention. Despite Strahd's efforts, she instead fell in love with the younger, warmer Sergei. Strahd's pride prevented him from standing in the way of the young couple's love until the day Sergei and Tatiana wed, when Strahd gazed into a mirror and realized he had been a fool. Strahd murdered Sergei, drank his blood, sealing the evil pact between himself and the dark powers. He then chased Sergei's bride-to-be through the gardens, determined to make her accept and love him. Tatiana then hurled herself off a castle balcony to escape Strahd's pursuit, plunging to her death. Treacherous castle guards, seizing upon this opportunity to rid themselves of Strahd forever, shot their master with arrows, but Strahd did not die. Dark powers honored the pact they had made. The sky went black as Strahd turned on the guards, his eyes blazing red as he had become a vampire. After slaying the guards, Strahd saw the faces of his father and mother in the thunderclouds looking down upon him and judging him. He had destroyed the family bloodline and doomed all of Barovia. So, when Van Richten finishes this story, it says, and for centuries, perhaps after this, Strahd ruled over these lands, endlessly cycling through his Tatianas. Different names and slightly different faces each time, but each time the soul of the young woman inside. Until the last time, 21 years ago, when I came here hunting the vampire of legend. I came here to find that Tatiana, then going under the name of Irina, had found herself a group of able-bodied and willing friends to help her stand up against Strahd. And after countless times of turning, murdering, or otherwise ending the existence of previous Tatianas, he had finally taken her as Irina, taken her back to Castle Ravenloft, and turned her. This is where things get a bit strange. Some rumors say that the adventurers killed Strahd. Others say that this new iteration of Tatiana, this Irina, was offered her own deal. That if she could slay Strahd and her friends, she could rule over this place. He kind of looks towards Petra and sees the look of acknowledgement and realization on her face, and he nods and he says, I suspected that was the truth. Irina slew Strahd, took his head, in accordance with the deal made by these dark powers, and then set upon her former friends. But at the last moment, had a change of heart, and allowed those former companions to strike her down instead. Van Richten then kind of sits back in his chair and finishes smoking his pipe. Says, I knew another iteration of Tatiana would be born. And so, after witnessing all of this, I stole away with the child as soon as she was born. Took her away from this place and hid her among friends. But it seems that there is no stopping your return to this place. He gives Petra a nod and says, I'm sorry, but I wish there was more I could do for you. All we can hope for now is to defeat Strahd again, and hopefully get you out of here. He would then go ahead, yeah.
I don't think it's that easy, you know? I mean, you realize she's gonna have to kill all four of us, correct?
He looks towards you and says, well, knowing what we know now, Petra, perhaps don't make any deals with dark powers?
The dark powers, are they related to this faceless gods or whatever beings are responsible for this demiplane?
Van Richten would nod, and he would say, I believe so, but this faceless god is no dark being or even a god. I've been to the Amber Temple, I've seen inside. Faceless god simply refers to a statue and the craven creature wizard who inhabits it.
And what of the abbot? Is he bound to Strahd's fate, as he says?
The abbot is an interesting case. I don't know much about that man, other than that he is of celestial origins. Possibly even an angel.
Wait, what?
So I have no way of knowing this for certain, but is a hunch.
I mean, we're gonna have to see him again, I mean.
Yeah, I look at Varanus and I just give him a knowing glance. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do what you initially thought we should do with the abbot.
Well, I don't have any actual knowledge or experience about hunting celestials, so maybe not.
Can they be killed? I don't think so.
It's tricky. Celestials are tied even more closely to the upper planes than, for example, demons are to the lower planes. Usually, that is. There are, of course, fallen celestials.
Fallen.
Rictavio nods. If the abbot is indeed of Celestia, he has most certainly fallen.
But Strahd can't be killed by normal means, even those means used to kill vampires. I doubt it's going to be as easy for the abbot either.
Van Richten kind of nods and says, "Well, the nature of these demiplanes is odd. While the idea of two Dark Lords is rare, it is not impossible. I would imagine that if that were the case, they would be forced to vie and jockey for power, much as when, I'm sorry, Petra, but your previous life became a second Dark Lord of this place."
I mean, how is that even possible? I've never heard of two lords. I've only ever heard of one.
He nods and he says, "I have also never heard of it happening before, but in theory there's no reason why it couldn't happen. These entities that grant power to these Dark Lords, they are just that. Thinking, scheming beings. The idea that they would attempt to pit two Dark Lords against each other seems like something right up their alley."
You said that you took Petra when she was born.
He nods.
How did you know that she was reincarnated? How did you know who she reincarnated into?
There is a witch. He looks towards you, Rayla. I'm sorry, a madam. Madam Eva of the Vistani. She has a camp east of Barovia, the village of Barovia. She knows much. With her assistance, I was able to identify you, Petra, and thus get you away from here.
That's where... Wait, that's where they are? They just have a camp, just east of here?
He nods.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was a lot more recluse than that. Okay, I mean, that's pretty cool.
No, the Vistani operate openly here. In fact, you likely would have seen plenty of Vistani walking around on the streets of Valakai.
Huh.
Yeah, you haven't come across any of their encampments or anything like that yet, but they are definitely here, and they operate openly. This is their home. This is their place of origin.
Well, true.
Mr. Richten, you've been at this for 21 years. You must have some theory on how to end Strahd's existence permanently.
He nods and he says, "I have spent much time on that topic. It does seem that the only way to truly destroy Strahd is to offer them someone else in his place. As was attempted the last time.
Would they accept just anyone?
I believe it's safe to say no. They selected Irina last time. It seemed only fitting that someone who had been subjected to so much torment, life after life taken, stolen, torn away from her. She found herself so full of hate and disdain for the people around her, the people that consistently over and over again gave her up to Strahd, refused to shelter her, shunned her from their gates while the beast was on her tail. All of that hate, it was delectable to these beings. He looks towards Petra again. He says, "It is good to see that the animosity has not grown in you despite your absence from this place." Petra doesn't respond. She's kind of lost in thought still.
And the temple, you said you've been there.
Aye, the Amber Temple. High up in the mountains. Difficult to get to. Well guarded. And, of course, exceedingly dangerous within. At least it was the last time I was there some 15, 16 years ago.
This statue of the faceless god, it's not just a statue, I imagine. If it were destroyed, would that loosen their hold on this plane?
I know not. However, the statue, this faceless god you refer to, it is just a statue. It's what resides inside that you must be wary of.
Not a god, but
Not a god.
something from the Shadowfell.
I never got a good look at him. He was rather successful in thwarting my entrance the last time I attempted, but powerful magic he possessed.
Huh.
More powerful than Strahd at the very least.
Perhaps.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I still want to go in and I still want to figure out what's going on, honestly. If we could get answers there, I'm more than willing to go in there.
Well, we've learned that it can be persuaded, even if that is a difficult proposition. Can at least be communicated, possibly reasoned with. It's not much, but it's something.
I mean, I can do my best to talk to it. I mean, hopefully I won't have to make some bargain, but I can try my best.
The abbot said that we would need his help to get in. Is that true?
There is a gate blocking the path to the temple. I nearly lost my life attempting to get through it. If the abbot knows a way around it or through it, that would perhaps make your lives much longer.
I mean, I don't agree with the circumstance that we have to, go into to unlock this gate, but at this point I'm willing to try anything to get myself out of here.
Ben Richten kind of nods and he says, oftentimes in the past that has been enough. If you do manage to escape from this land, from Barovia, it is unlikely that Straud would pursue you. But, well, let's just say I've never seen anyone escape this place, or heard of anyone escaping this place while Straud was still standing.
Actually, I had a wonder about that. You are clearly a supernatural hunter of some renown. I am also practicing in these arts. Why would Strahd invite his natural enemies to enter and stay in his realm? Why hasn't he killed you?
Well, in all his hubris, he finds the likes of us amusing. See, when you've been killed and come back the dozens, if not more times that Strahd has, life begins to be kind of a game. He sees the allowing of beings such as us that should pose a threat to him as just another Saturday of entertainment.
Indeed, we've seen him react this way with us. He's treated us in very much the same way.
He nods, says, so, What are your plans? Where do you go? I have business to attend to of my own. What are your intentions? Where are you heading next? Where can I find you next?
We have some business to take care of in the woods.
The woods.
Is that not right?
And I thought we were gonna sleep at the church, then go back to the abbey.
We'll be here a few days, and then most likely return to Kresk.
What about the kids?
That's what I'm wondering. Where
Oh,
are we not
those
going
kids.
to save them?
You guys are
In the
really, you guys are really adamant about those kids.
There's also the wizard on the mountain.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yes, I was going to ask about that.
Do you ask Vendrickton about that?
Yeah, part of Petra here's visions involved a wizard that is supposedly able to help us in the area nearby, possibly across the lake.
Vendrickton nods. He's quite thoroughly mad, I'm afraid. Mordenkainen. He found his way into these lands some 7 or 8 years ago and got it into his head that he was going to face off with Strahd and destroy the beast in his home while he slept.
My kind of guy.
It didn't go well.
Mordenkainen.
Aye.
I've heard of him.
Okay.
Wait, who is it?
Mordenkainen. The wizard.
He had a brief stint in Faerun. Claimed to be
yes.
more powerful than our greatest wizard.
He's also spent some time in the lower planes as well. He gets around. He'd heard of Strahd's hibernation and thought it a perfect opportunity to free this place. Gathered up some townsfolk, some peasants, stormed the castle, and let's just say that Mordenkainen is the only one that made it out. He puts in air quotes, alive. But what I understand, the vampire cast him over Solenka Falls, presumed him dead. There's been rumors of the Mad Wizard living up in the mountains, eating bugs and cave rats and the like.
He's supposed to be our greatest ally, according to the prophecy, but if even Mordenkainen himself couldn't deal with Strahd, how are we supposed to?
Well, Mordenkainen didn't do his research, obviously. It's been well established that Strahd can't simply be killed.
I mean, not, with the raw power sometimes of a wizard. No offense, Bolivar, but, we can take what we get, honestly.
So, Van Richten acknowledges all of this and says that he needs to go and speak with Father Lucian, that with everything going on, extra protections should be provided to the bones of St. Andrel, as they're one of the only things protecting this city from Strahd himself. Is that he's going to go speak to Father Lucian, and then he'll be returning to his quarters at the Blue Water. He would look towards Petra and advise that she accompany him.
Mr. Vancer, really quickly. How well do you trust the father over there?
Davian Martikov.
I'm like Lucian, Father Lucian.
Oh, Father Lucian.
Yeah.
You would say I trust him more than any, I would say, in this entire place.
Let's have a hypothetical here, all right? A little brain game. If the current top guy in the town were to, not be around anymore, what would happen with the dynamic of the town?
Well, I'm afraid that Lady Wachter would soon swoop in and take the position for herself, which I must warn you all is not exactly a better outcome. The Wachter family has always been loyal to Strahd, and with his current resurgence, it would not surprise me if they're already planning to remove the current Virgo Master.
Hey, Lady Wachter?
Lady Wachter.
Have we met this person? No,
You
right?
have not.
Oh,
You did
boy.
hear. You did hear the Virgo Master basically curse her at one point. That was basically it. I think like one sentence about her got said, and was not a very pleasant one.
Mr. Richten, I trust your opinions so far, but if these people are being tortured, is this town really even the best place for you or Petra to stay?
So there's no safer place than the Blue Water. No safer place in all of Barovia, I'd venture to say. Why I believe Petra should be staying there, at least until we get a better handle on things, especially with Esmeralda missing.
You've been wrong before, Professor.
He nods. I have. Which is why I choose to put my trust in the Order of the Scarlet Sash. Anyone proficient in history could make a history check if you would like to know who the Order of the Scarlet Sash is.
That's not me.
Nope.
I'm checking right now and see if I'm proficient. The app is acting up actually a little bit. You said history?
History proficiency.
No proficiency.
Okay.
Well, I suppose there's one last matter to reconcile before we move on. He took Petra, or rather, he took Esmeralda instead of Petra. What would he want with her? Not just kill her. He could have done that right then and there, but
Well, I believe vengeance will be on his mind. Vengeance against me, vengeance against the newest iteration of Tatiana. Whatever Esmeralda's fate may be, I do not believe Strahd would. You see him pause for a second, takes a deep breath. Let's just say we have time.
well,
He does not look very happy about saying that.
if he wants her dead, then she's dead. If he doesn't want her dead, then we'll go and find her.
He nods. Says, once I've settled my affairs here and seen Petra safely with the Martikovs, then I will go to Castle Ravenloft. I will infiltrate, and I will discover the fate of Esmeralda d'Avenir. It is my fault that she is here, and that's my responsibility.
Wouldn't you rather wait for backup?
I've gotten into the castle before, undetected and unseen. I can do it again.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I'm not gonna go and, give you backup. I mean,
No, I
Good,
wouldn't.
because I wasn't offering it. Sorry.
No. He wasn't expecting anyone to offer to accompany him.
The question remains. It seems we were not in agreement as to where we are going next. Should we take a group vote?
I mean,
We were going to head. I mean, our ultimate destination right now is the Amber Temple, as Mr. Richten called it.
Indeed. But short-term goals. Are we leaving the children?
Well, we were asked to investigate the lake, and this Mordenkainen is meant to be seen around there, so perhaps it would behoove us to spend a day or two investigating both of those things. You know, and we have to wait for the dress to be finished as well.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do something about that dress and waiting on it. So
As far as we know, we'll still need the abbot's help to get through the gate with enough vitality to still make it to the temple.
Van Richten
Yes.
gives you a nod on the addendum to that. As he says it's possible, just very, very difficult to get through.
right.
All right.
Honestly, let's just rest for the night at the church and then
Mhm.
go see the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Van Richten would gather up his things and ask Petra to accompany him to meet the Martikovs. Says that, again, the Blue Water is the most safe place in Barovia at the moment.
Who's gonna tell them about our interaction?
Yeah, I was about to say, Petra's gonna have to if you all don't. So as Van Richten, Petra kind of says, so there's a little something about the Martkovs. So she lets Van Richten know about everything that's been going on, and Van Richten kind of looks around. He says, "How have you managed to make enemies, or at least not become friendly with the only organization in all of Barovia that actively opposes Strahd?"
Marcos?
He nods and he says, the Order of the Scarlet Sash. They're all were-ravens. They're all were-ravens bound to oppose Strahd in these lands. They send their agents out into the various other planes of existence, into the other what are they fucking called? The other domains, searching for dangerous items to protect them, destroy them, and keep them safe.
Wait, so you're gonna tell me that if I go back to Mordent, those were-ravens are probably gonna hurt me too?
They are light. He says yes, that the Order of the Scarlet Sash is also in Mordent.
God damn it.
How did I miss that they were were-ravens?
We're
How the-
currently, in the process of trying to, break even because, we're going to search for the youngest and hopefully that'll, bring us
Uh,
back to a neutral standpoint.
They tried to get us killed, with a bunch of druids, and I guess, they hated us because we did our job and gave, you know what, in general, I'm not gonna, kind of get into it, but let's just say they hate us because, we didn't exactly save their house from a bunch of, crazy druids.
They tried to get you killed.
Yes, they tried to get us killed, and we didn't want to be killed.
I can corroborate this story, yes.
Made a short-sighted decision. I think we could agree on. We were new into Barovia, a little panicked. We simply did our task and left them to their devices. We didn't claim to be heroes.
Yeah, we weren't trying to really be heroes, nor were we trying to be, like, villains, but we kind of did a job. We got scared, that we were gonna all die, and then we kind of, left them behind.
He nods and says, well then.
It
I
kind
s-
of led to, one of them dying, so just.
I thought it was 2.
Was it one or two?
Two of them died.
Two of them died.
On the road.
We're going to
So-
fix it, okay?
We're not the best set of dominoes, all right? It's just,
Look, we're getting there.
Okay.
I don't know why you're looking at me like that. That's exactly what happened. Like,
So Van Richten nods and says, I will speak to the Martikovs. They owe me more favors than I can count. I can at least get them to keep an eye on Petra and keep her safe for the time being. As for the lot of you, well, I'll see what they have to say about it.
I'll
Look.
be careful with any words they try to spin.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
look-
they're famous liars, these Mardikovs.
They are. Look, all I'm gonna tell you is we didn't want to die when they sent us off to literally die by a bunch of druids. I don't know what to tell you.
The druids with the spiky heads.
Yeah, the dead, like, animals, spiky heads, yeah, all them.
Pushovers. All of them.
Going to see if there's any
Did they
abandoned-
come at you with their little twig men as well?
They were very, very difficult. We almost died.
Yeah,
Ah,
I was, unfortunately I didn't have enough magic to, heal everybody back up to full, and I don't know how, we got it out alive, but...
Yeah. The Twigmen, as you so insultingly called them, were quite vicious.
He tried to bite my head off.
Yes.
Sam trying, obviously not catching on. You mean the little guys that we fought?
Are
Damn.
you... Sam! Sam!
They were like a feet tall.
Dude, you're like 7'5". I don't know what to tell you.
A foot tall just was another part of their viciousness. They were deceptively savage, despite their size.
they use their weakness as a defense mechanism. Yes.
No, they actually tried to bite my head off.
Well, I will speak to the Mardikovs. If you've helped Petra get this far, I'm sure things can be forgiven.
We will forgive them. Yes.
I'm going to have my work cut out for me, aren't I? Petra, we should go.
Just gonna walk away. I'm not gonna say anything.
Sam, the door's stuck. Help me see if I can get it open.
That's a
Sam's looking
window.
for the exit, but can't
Oh,
find
that
the
door. That's a
door.
yeah. Veronica's make an athletics check.
Trying to see if there's any abandoned wine in this abandoned house.
I'm gonna just walk into their room and just be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Veronica, the door was not locked.
Oh,
It swings open as you heave into it.
and that was. Look, I need a minute, okay? Is there any wine in here? Any abandoned
What?
alcohol?
There
you're not
is,
gonna...
in fact. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Yeah, hello? Can you two, like, not hear me? What the hell is going on?
You hear bottles jingling and rustling around over there. Veronis, you find 2 stable bottle, and Boulevard is teleporting through doors. Awesome. Or walls.
Sorry.
Boulevard
Those
is
animals?
Oh yeah!
How does this, like, session fall apart every time?
Okay, Van Richten and Petra are heading out. Does anyone have anything left to say to them? Petra's known Van Richten her whole life, so obviously she's willing to go with him if he says to go with him. So, does anybody have anything else to say to Van Richten and Petra before they leave to drop her off at the Blue Water?
I just like to imagine Van Richten walking silently by the dining room while we make a scene.
Right.
Watch out for the scaly dude. He's got a little obsession.
Anyway, I'll open one of the bottles and start chugging it.
All right. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
All right. So Van Richten would nod, and his disguise would go back over his face, and then he would pull up Petra's hood, so disguise her a bit as well. All right, and they're gone.
Veronis, what the hell are you doing?
The hell are any of us doing?
Aren't we supposed to go to the church or something? What are you doing in here?
Embarrassing. This whole thing has been a nothing but an embarrassment. Embarrassed by vampires, embarrassed by citizens, embarrassed by Van Richten.
I mean, look, we have answers, just things. I mean, I don't know why you're chugging. What are you doing? What are you doing with that bottle?
Drinking it, obviously.
Veronis, you would have found liquor as well as wine. Which are you chugging?
We'll start with the wine.
Okay, cool.
You realize there's no more wine in this entire goddamn domain.
All right, one of the last bottles of wine in all of Barovia. Veronis is chugging down right now. Oh, the irony.
Like, dude, isn't that a little messed up what you're doing?
Veronis, when you get about halfway, you know what? When you finish that first bottle of wine, I'll need a con save from you. And well, you're tiny. When you get halfway through it, you're just a little guy.
I'm also a Dampier, if that matters.
Okay, we'll say the whole bottle then.
Hey, little dude, you need to, pick me up. I can, make sure you're not, drunk, unless you want to be drunk.
That's not even the issue I have, is him getting drunk. Like, who gives a shit if you guys get drunk or not? The problem I have is the fact that, he's drinking away his problems. We clearly have answers to what we can do.
What? I'm gonna solve everything like heroes?
Heroes.
I mean, we're not exactly heroes. I mean,
We're the opposite of that, it seems. But though the odds are stacked against us, we must fight on. We have some people depending on us now.
I mean, the half puppet, half gnome man is correct. I mean, so
I'm like trying to. I'm like waving my hand on top of like Boulevard's head to make sure there's no strings here.
I mean, but let's go to the church. Let's go to sleep. Let's find the kids. How about that?
Look, Varanus, even Aurelia now is willing to go find the kids. Let's
I
go
don't
before
wanna
she changes
find-
her mind.
I'll be honest, I don't want to find these kids, but honestly, we have no choice. Like,
Varanus tilts the bottle vertical and smashes it on the floor. All right, let's go and save the whatever.
okay, before we go, are you cleaning that up, or are we leaving that for Rickton?
That's not his house.
You're not wrong.
I'm just gonna turn around and start walking out after
Right.
you said that.
Veronis, you are drunk but not poisoned.
Ooh.
Let's get some rest.
Alright, everyone, so as you leave this place, making your way back onto the streets of Barovia, you do get back to St. Andrew's Church without incident. Suppose it is now well into the evening hours after all of this. So yeah. You all can go ahead and take your long rest. And while you do so, we will take our break. And when we come back, it will be the conclusion of your long rest.
Alrighty.
Everybody, so welcome back. After your conversation with Van Richten and him heading over to the Blue Water Inn to smooth some things over with the Mardikovs and see if they will take charge of Petra's protection, at least for the time being. You all made your way over to St. Angel's Church, where Father Lucian had previously given you all the go-ahead to use St. Angel's as a place of rest and respite as you need it, and does seem very much so that you all need it now. So, suggestion, Aurelia, how long does that last?
What, the T6?
8 hours?
8 hours? So during this long rest, you would lose suggestion.
Okay.
That should be okay because we can return the dress in the morning.
Right.
Okay. All right, everyone. So, you may all go ahead and take your long rests. At some point during this time, you would all see Van Richten arrive at the church. As he mentioned to you all earlier, he had some business to conduct there. You all would see him speaking with Father Lucian. They would be in a farther back corner, speaking privately with one another. Does anybody try to inject yourself into the conversation or otherwise eavesdrop?
Yeah, I would try to eavesdrop.
Okay. You can go ahead and make a perception check.
Sorry, did you say this is that evening or the next
Yes, this
morning?
is still the eve. This is still the night. This is still
Okay.
that evening. This would be during your 8 hours of long rest.
Yeah, I just passed out in the corner.
Okay. Okay. Really, you can tell that they're talking about something important, but as to what exactly, it's hard to tell. Sam, with a 16, you can hear the word bones get dropped a lot. They're obviously talking about the bones of St. Andrew. With a 16, you can tell that the topic of the conversation is knowing where they are, knowing that they're safe, and who else knows where they are. Details of those 3 points elude you, however.
Okay, I'll relay that.
It's like a mental note.
Alrighty. I really think tonight just might be a 90s nostalgia movie night, because now I want to watch Ace Ventura 2.
Good movie.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. When Nature Calls is just so good.
In my drunken state, I'd like to try to invent the slinky.
Wonderful.
Guidance.
Guidance. Let's get a Tinker's Tools check using intelligence at advantage.
You know what? I'm just gonna use my bardic inspiration, except it's actually gonna be a spirit table bardic inspiration. Because thank God I rolled the. Actually, no, it would be. God damn it! It actually wouldn't happen. It would be at the end of rest. It would change. Never mind.
Okay.
I was completely kidding, but now I'm not.
No, you got to do it now.
You gotta do it.
Just
That's
Veronis
so
over in a corner playing with a piece of coiled metal
Oh, there it is.
in a drunken stupor.
Oh my god.
So that is a 25. And go ahead and add your guidance to it and your bardic inspiration.
Actually, I did have one more bardic inspiration before the long rest, so.
Sorry, there we go. I messed up my window. So add guidance and inspiration?
To the 25.
Yeah. I can't even believe we're actually making Slinky's canon in this goddamn campaign.
Okay,
Like,
so
if
that's 27, 28. Wonderful. One moment. Stand by.
Oh my god. Bro. What is happening?
This'll show him.
Just maniacally working on a piece of metal over in the corner. In his state, he barely even realizes what he's making. It's almost like the hands of Barovia themselves are guiding him to create this abomination? Masterpiece? You decide.
Do I see anybody else awake besides Veronis?
I mean, Sam
Yeah,
would have
I'm
been
just
awake to
meditating.
Yeah, I'm like right next to him watching, just like.
I'm staring
Super
at
into it.
the both
Yeah.
of you in just straight horror as to what exactly is happening.
Act like it's completely normal. We'll
You're
just
gonna
swap
regret this in 3 sessions when we're at the Amber Temple.
You're just gonna release this Slinky?
Okay, Veronis, roll a D100, please.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
Well, magic table.
Stop. Do not give him any ideas about wild magic. Hell no.
Okay. Veronis, as you finish the device, you get the idea that you have created something special, something unique. Can't quite put your finger onto what it is yet, though, but it glows faintly, indicating that you've imbued it with some sort of magical properties.
Amazing. As I take this very long spring, which I will suddenly decide to call a slinky, bounce it back and forth between my hands, I'll fall asleep.
Nice!
Put it on my chest.
It faintly glowing in the darkness. All right. All right, everyone. So, has everybody concluded their long rest?
Yeah. Even in shock and horror, I have.
Yes.
Okay. Veronis, I need you to roll another D100, please.
Oh no.
You made a curse item. Curse
I
slinky.
swear to God, it's
This
like...
Sentient
this
slinky?
literally could not have been more perfect.
Oh
Sentient
no.
slinky.
Veronis, as you wake, your slinky bids you good morning.
Oh my god.
This campaign is so chaotic. What is happening?
Oh god. Good morning. Who said that?
No one else would have heard it. Just straight into your head.
Oh my god.
What the hell is this thing?
Hey, I'm gonna like slowly wake up and she'll be like, Veronis, are you okay?
I don't know.
I give you inspiration. You were doing something last night, and just before I went to sleep, you were doing something. So I just gave you inspiration and whatever the hell you were doing.
Jeez.
But I wasn't feeling that inspired. Oh, is this yours? I'll hold up the toy.
That's not mine. That's yours, buddy.
Did I make this?
That's a well done piece of work.
You even said it could kill Strahd.
Can it? That would be convenient.
I don't know. You were muttering. It was very.
Did you just yes, you did say that.
So, Veronis, as all of this is going on, it's not a voice so much as it is a sense, ideas, and such things presented to you in your mind. In using these ideas and kind of like clues in your psyche, it says that you feel terrible, as you obviously do. It apologizes and wishes that there was something that it could do to help you feel better, but assures you that if you simply get up and soldier on, that you can do it. You have a lawful good sentient slinky. That
Wait, what?
Son of a bitch.
you rolled it.
Wait.
You have a lawful good sentient slinky, and while you possess it and are attuned to it, which you would have been now after spending your time, you are immune to disease and the frightened condition.
Wow! What the hell?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
With a 28 on a magical tinkering. Critical success.
I feel
Critical
better.
success 25 plus 3, that's a 28, yeah.
You know, I'm sorry about last night. I was in a dark place, but I'm feeling better this morning.
I mean, that's what you get for chugging an entire bottle of wine.
Yeah, it wasn't even very good. I think it might
Seemed
have gone
fine to
off.
me. Actually, you seem quite creative.
Oh, well. What do you think I should call this thing?
I think you should call it a blinky.
Do you think that we should call that?
Blinky. Okay, then. Um, I'll
Between
put
blinky or a gun. I think those two names
gun.
just
Wait, we're
came to my
calling-
mind.
Why gun?
It just seems fitting for it.
Wait, how is that spiral thing? I have so many questions. I'm not even gonna bother, actually.
Blinky the sentient slinky.
Veronis, I need you to roll me 2d6s. We've already gotten its minor properties, and we've gotten its alignment. Now... Okay, so its ideals are the preservation of life and honor.
Oh my god.
He's a better person than me!
Did a paladin die and just exist there now? What's going
Yeah.
on?
A military march begins playing in the back of your mind, Veronis. As its mannerisms are that it is prone to singing, whistling, and humming. So you just get that nice little military march in the back of your mind every now and then.
Oh my god.
It sounds like he's got like a Civil War general in his mind, basically.
Yeah, Verona somehow found a Civil War general from the house from the start, kept it somewhere, possessed the slinky with it, and now he's his friend. Like,
Sean was like, alright, they're gonna meet Van Richten, they're gonna have a big serious discussion about Strahd, it's all gonna get real heavy. 2 hours into the session, Blinky the sentient slinky.
oh my god. I think after the whole Martikov situation, I shouldn't even be surprised by anything in this campaign.
With my disguise kit, can I make a mustache?
Okay, you can.
Yeah, I'll make a giant bushy mustache and just put it on the sling.
That is quite a disguise. No one's ever gonna recognize it.
Okay, we need one more thing. We need a d12 from you, Veronis.
God, oh my god, I'm crying. What's gonna happen?
10? Okay. It's also very contemplative, very ponderous.
Oh my god, you know what why does this remind me of like the Rock from the Avernus campaign, where he's like questioning like what is life and what is existence?
Do I have a soul?
It gets very contemplative on it for a while, Veronis. It says that whether or not you have a soul or not, it believes in the sanctity of life within you.
Sure. You know what? We're going to circle back to that. I think we have some more pressing matters right now. Blinky, talking to it. Blink.
I'm talking to it.
Oh, that's right. Have you mentioned that it talks to you?
Sorry, wine. I'll put it in my bag.
I swear, every time I interact with you three, I feel like I'm going slowly insane. Like, what am I witness? What is happening?
What seems to be the problem?
Nothing. I don't normally do that.
It talks to things all the time.
Look, I appreciate the concern. I'd prefer if we just get on to our tests today. We have quite a few of them.
let's just swiftly move on before we do something stupid.
Like creating a sentient slinky.
You're not
I don't know.
wrong. You know
So
what,
one
Sean? You're not wrong.
So I had a character in the Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign that just concluded that, without giving away too many spoilers, found a fake item that he thought was very real and was associated with the Demon Lord. And this character, in all of his wacky zaniness, decided that he would become a follower of said Demon Lord. And so every time a situation got dire or dark or things looked rough, he would pull out this fake item and begin prayers to this Demon Lord. And he put so much into that I decided to start letting him roll a D100 every time he did this, as long as he didn't do it too often, right? And he never rolled a 1 or 100, but something was going to happen if he did.
Oh wow, I know which item you speak of.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah. So,
my
like,
group just found that recently. The group that I'm running Rhyme for.
So whenever he brandished it and like invoked the name of the Demon Lord, I would give a chance for him to actually succeed. And that is the type of energy that I bring to a lot of games now. Like, if you want to do something that's crazy and off the wall, we will give it a high DC, but you will get a chance. And creating a sentient, lawful good slinky with a critical success 28 on a tinkering check is just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I blame Jim Carrey.
I blame Jim Carrey.
Hey, don't bring Jim Carrey into this, man.
All right, there is Blinky the Slinky, your new friend.
I can't even believe this is actually happening, though.
Yeah, it's in the journal now. It's canon.
It's oh my god! Stop!
Oh,
my god, he
does
really
it
is
glow
here.
with rainbows?
Oh my god!
What
That's
table
great.
did you use?
So it's the sentient item table. So you roll on it. It's in the DMG.
Oh yeah! I forgot that exists.
Yeah. It's in the DMG, and then it just tells you to use the NPC tables to give it its personality.
Oh my god!
And it literally rolled lawful good life and honor. So, fun stuff. You all have a moral compass now.
Us? No, we don't. Come on.
The Slinky.
Literally the most pure-hearted member of the group.
That's it. Yep, that's it. That's him.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I love this game.
Oh, no,
All right.
Oh my god.
All right, everyone. So, the morning has dawned. Blinky would bid you all good morning if he could, but alas, he can only speak to Veronis. And so, yeah, what would you all like to do?
We're gonna go to the swamp, right?
Yeah.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
We got a few things.
Somebody had to post it.
Yes, well, somebody needs to go and get the dress to return. The Virgo Master might be getting very upset right around now.
I mean, let's go get the dress first, and then we'll head into the swamp. I mean, I believe I still have the dress. Actually, wait. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. I'll go return the dress. Actually, wait. I gave it to you guys. Never mind.
Yeah, we left it at the Swaymaker.
Oh, Jesus. There is something I forgot to mention. Something very important. Aurelia, sometime during the night, before the 8 hours was up, you would have noticed that before the time was up, before the spell would have normally ended, your suggestion spell ended on its own somehow.
Do I have any idea why?
You can make an Arcana check. Fantastic. There's the high rolls. The Virgo Master was the target of a Dispel Magic spell.
Oh.
Oh dear. We might be in some trouble, folks.
What do you mean?
The spell ended earlier than I anticipated.
Because you fell asleep?
No. Somebody said, yeah, let's just end the spell because I think they noticed that he was under some effect.
It was removed.
Yeah.
Who was the individual Christian mentioned? The lady?
Lady Wachter.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't tell me what the person who did it. It was just it ended. That's all I know.
Christian mentioned that she was a disciple of Strahd. That would probably mean that she knows magic, at the very least. That's a hypothesis, of course.
Well, if she knows magic, then we have someone powerful in town who is actively looking to foil our plans. We have to hurry then.
Yeah. Let's get the dress and let's return it.
Indeed.
All right, everybody. So, leaving St. Angel's Church and making your way over across town to Blinsky's. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Is this the first time we've seen this map?
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought I'd shown it to you once before.
I don't think so.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get some landmarks put down. So you've got St. Angel's Church here on the western edge of town. You've got the town square up here. I'm sorry, down here. Yeah, you got the town square down here. You've got the Virgo Master's house off the town square. Where'd it go? Over here. Yep. The Arisek stockyard. None of you can see those pings, can you? Oh no, there they are. Good. Okay.
I can, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You got the Arisek stockyard down here. You've got the blue water up here in the north. And I think that's everything.
And Blinsky's is right across from the stockyard?
Blinsky's is actually closer to the center of town, right over here.
Oh,
Alright, so we can go to Blinsky's and then go to Lake Zarovich.
Yeah, Lake Zarovich is to the north of town.
That's where the kids are disappearing to, right?
Yep. That's what
Okay.
people have been saying. All right. So, how are you all making your way across town?
I would say just kind of casually, huh? Just like not trying to avoid attention necessarily, but not trying to draw it either.
Okay. Can somebody please roll a D100, please? We will give you a 40% chance of avoiding detection. So, somebody give me low or high before the D100 hits the table. Do you want your success range to be in the low end or in the high end?
Low end.
Okay, 1 through 40, you make it to Blinsky's without being noticed.
Alright, that's on you, Base.
Ah, damn it.
So, as you all make your way through town, you hear a very familiar, gruff voice call out to you. Think you'd get away with it, did you? The voice of his Stronzi, the green-armed man. As he says that, what do you all do?
Pretend like we didn't hear him.
Yeah, same.
2 town guards step out of alleyways ahead of you.
Walking.
You'll have to be more specific.
Are you talking to us?
Playing coy. As if there's anybody else in town who would have tried to put the whammy on the Virgo Master.
I mean, he made a deal with us. I don't know what to tell you.
He may have made a deal with you all, but his son came down from his workshop upstairs and noticed an enchantment on his father. Now, there is no love shared between those two, but boy, did he get a kick out of revealing the fact, and then, let's just say, taking great pleasure in the fact that his father was so easily deceived and manipulated. Virgo Master is very upset. Does not like his son getting the upper hand on him.
I mean, it's not our fault that he was deceived by his son.
Oh, I think you're misunderstanding. His son came down and realized that the Virgo Master was under enchantment. He was happy to relieve his father of this malady. Virgo Master didn't much like being helped by his son.
There's clearly been a
Possible-
misunderstanding here.
Is it possible the son actually placed an enchantment just as, when he said he was taking one off?
Such things are not for me to decide. I've been simply instructed to take you before the Virgo Master in irons, and I love following orders.
In irons.
Listen, we were just on our way to get the dress and return it to the Virgo Master anyway. You can accompany us. It's really not a trouble.
Just up the street down this way.
I'll tell you what. He looks around. You tell me where the girl is, and I'll let you walk.
Not a chance.
She's gotta be around here somewhere. The guards didn't see her leave.
Actually, come to think of it, yes. I remember now where she is. She's down at the Abbey over at the other town.
Yes,
Those
she left with
guards.
a man.
Some Richard Van Richard.
You mean the traveling musician man, the Rick Tavio?
Yes,
Yes, him.
he is with yes, he is with the girl, and she is not here.
His cart
Not-
is gone. Make a deception check at advantage, Bolivar, because Van Richten's cart is in fact gone.
Guidance.
She was helping him, so
I'm glad it's a deception check because that's one that I'm really good at.
No.
I'll
give
use
you
my
my-
session inspiration and you said guidance, right?
Okay, so we'll say, okay, so
He already had advantage.
he did have advantage, so he's got an 11.
Oh, good.
I was going to say if you can get a 3 or a 4,
Oh,
you can convince Izek.
My
What?
rolling today has been really off for some reason.
Alas, Izek calls out to you all as liars and raises his green hand, which glows with a fiery red hue. And we are going to roll initiative.
You really need to get that hand looked at, my friend.
How rude!
he's not wrong. I would have said that.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Let me go ahead and get you all down here.
Son, you've got a condition.
Son, you've got a condition.
Son.
And we had
Oh.
2 of them behind you all, so...
I rolled
Izek was behind you
before.
all. The guards were in front of you.
I rolled before my thing got in there. I got a 17. I'll reroll.
Yeah, and Verona's got 19.
Okay. Veronis, go ahead and re-roll, and we'll change you to 19.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Try again. There we go. Okay.
I keep clicking from my sheet.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, so 19 you got, and Bolivar, what was yours?
17.
17. All right. Right, and fight music activate.
what the powerful Slinky can do in combat.
Step aside, my friends. I will.
Do you draw? We'll wait for your turn, Veronis. This is
Is the sentient Slinky also a 10th level wizard?
Oh my god, if it was.
You know, I like the idea of it being the soul of a paladin that was trapped here.
To be honest, I did play a paladin the last time I did Curse of Strahd, so...
Did you really? Was
Yes.
she? Were they a lawful good paladin?
Yes.
Would you consider life and honor to be of their ideals?
I mean, before she turned to the Strahd, yes.
Okay. So, I mean, if you would like to RP the sentient
I
Slinky,
would be 100% down.
you are welcome to, as long as Veronis is okay with you RPing his sentient Slinky.
Go for it.
All right, there you go.
Oh my god, this
So,
is gonna be so dumb and hilarious.
It doesn't speak; it more imparts like images and ideas, and yeah, it's all in the thing. It's lawful good. It's prone to singing. It's very studious and thoughtful, and its ideals are life and honor.
Oh my god, why is this Slinky somewhere between Aurelia and my goddamn paladin? This is gonna be so dumb.
Okay. So just as a clarification, it doesn't really have any combat capabilities, except for the
Yeah.
fact that you are immune to the frightened condition while you're attuned to it, and disease.
You're explaining all these limitations like I was the one who wanted a sentient Slinky.
Yeah, this is awesome if we didn't see this coming, like...
Ask and you shall receive.
I hope Strahd's last words are "Curse you, Blinky!"
Hey, all of these type of dark and gloomy campaigns need that levity in there, and Blinky the Slinky, perfect.
In a macho man inside of an elephant.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Let's see if you all survive this encounter with Izek. Although his orders aren't to kill you, so I guess there's that.
Yeah.
All right. Fittingly enough, Izek is going to act first, and he is going to... Oh, hey, look at that. You all can see what he can do.
Is he going to make 2 attacks with his battle axe?
You know what? No, he is not. He is instead going to hurl flame at Sam.
Huh?
Oh, wait, who lied to him? Bolivar lied to him. He hurls flame at Bolivar.
Yeah.
Is it an attack?
It is.
Okay, I will respond with a shield spell.
You get to decide shield after you know if it hits or not, right?
Yeah, I think it's after.
The reaction when you get hit?
Yeah, it's yeah. Until
Because if that's not the case, then I've been letting people abuse the ever-loving shit out of shield.
you know the description in Roll20 it doesn't really say.
Let me see.
Just says that an invisible barrier of magic force appears to protect you until. The start
What's
of
the
next
trigger?
Which
Reaction.
you take when you are hit by an attack or
There it
targeted
is.
by the magic missile spell. So when you are hit by an attack.
Yeah, when you are hit. Bolivar, that does not hit. It is only an 8 to hit, so save your shield.
Sweet.
Veronis, you're
I
up.
like that.
All right, well, seeing the fire streak across the battlefield, I guess shit's on, so I'm gonna pick up the crossbow and take a shot at the fuzzy guy.
Nice. See if I can get a better picture of him for you. Yep, there is Izek Stronzi with his green, scaly hand.
Oh, does he actually have like freaking meat claws for hands?
Yeah, like, is anybody... We already know everyone's not proficient in history. Is anyone proficient in Arcana? Aurelia, you are.
I am as well.
Okay, fantastic. You would
Alright.
recognize that as the Claw of a Fiend. If you'd like to make an Arcana check, you can do so as a free action and you might get more detail.
I really like that art style.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
also similar art in Out of the Abyss. It's
Fantastic.
really different. I like it.
You all would recognize that as essentially the arm. It looks like somebody chopped off the arm of a barbed devil and stuck it on this man.
Oh.
22 hits with the light crossbow. The small bolt strikes him on the furred upper portion of his chest. He just looks down at it and bats the bolt away. It hurt, but he has the strong.
Focus on the leader. Maybe we can avoid unnecessary bloodshed. And the Steel Defender's going to charge and is going to attempt to grapple on him.
Nice.
Can I give it my sessional?
Yes, you can. I was about to say, because he can beat the 6. Okay, so the Steel Defender has him grappled.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay,
I'll scooch behind the bushes. That's my turn.
got it. Okay, gate guards rush in. All of them wielding pikes. I'm sorry, they all have 10-foot reaches. My bad. Okay, one for everybody. Oh. That's a crit, Aurelia. I'm sorry.
It happens.
It is going to be 14 piercing off of that crit. Oh, you're not concentrating anymore, are you?
Nope.
Okay. Bolivar, pike shot for you. That is only a 7 to hit. Veronis, yours is a nat 1. And Sam, for you, a 14.
That misses.
Okay. Bolivar, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna have to web the main guy and the guy that's attacking Aurelia.
Got it?
So, like basically, those. It's 20 foot. So
I've got
the
it
edge of it
coming
will
up for
be
you.
their edge. Okay, thanks. So I'm just gonna put the edge on them, so we can still go up to them. So on their turn is when they'll make their save.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna move and provoke the attack of opportunity.
That is 16 to hit.
Okay, I will now shield.
Okay.
All right. And that's my turn.
Aurelia.
Ooh. Oh my god, is this an action to cast? Because if it's okay. Do I want to cast suggestion on Izek saying, "End the fighting, just let us through"? You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna make a suggestion. Just be like, this doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Let us conduct our business with the Virgo Master, and you won't have to arrest us.
Okay. So what's the save?
DC 13 Wisdom save.
All right. Let's see. His wisdom mod is okay. It's a -1. He immediately, as he's bringing his great axe up, his battle axe up to smash down onto the Steel Defender. Aurelia, you speak some words to him. What do you say to him?
Do not fight us. Let us finish our business.
Kind of looks over towards you. I suppose there's no need for this. He lowers his axe. I suppose if you were already going to be performing the business with the Virgo Master that he is looking for you for, I suppose we can let you all go. One of the gate guards kind of looks back towards him apprehensively. Izek shouts, "Stow your arms, guys. Let's get out of here. This is the Virgo Master's problem. We'll let him deal with it."
I'll drop the web spell if I see the others kind of.
Yeah, the guards
following him.
hesitantly kind of lift their pikes up.
I'll command Carlotta to let him go.
Fireball.
Oh. I was like, okay, does suggestion work as an action? Yes. Okay, let's cast it.
This is perfectly reasonable too. You all had an
That's good.
opportunity.
We avoided.
I'm
See, we're
surprised
not-
there's no clause for enemies in suggestion.
Yeah. See, we don't kill everything, Sean. We're not so.
Right, and the guards have no stake in this. You know, they're just doing what they're told. So, like, yeah, okay, they let you pass.
Damn, I wish we could have interrogated him and found out about this lady. See if she is around here. Or see if she did go see the Virgo Master.
So you shall pass, apparently.
Moments like that are glad I use suggestion as a.
Yeah, Bard doing Bard stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'm hurt.
I'm hurt.
I'm using Cure Wounds here. You get 11 plus 3. 11 plus 3, so you get 14 healing back.
Thank you. That is actually perfect for me.
Disciple of Life.
I was wondering why you suddenly had cleric spells. I was going to ask you about it.
I believe in myself. That's where my power comes from.
Wonderful. I have been watching way too much Dimension 20. My response to everything is like, wonderful, fantastic, awesome.
We attacked the Virgo Master. Fantastic.
Wonderful. We would like to
Just let
stab
him
Davian
kill him.
Mardukov in the back after he's let us into his establishment, please. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Sobbing.
Good stuff. All right, everyone. So, to Blinsky's then?
Yeah, quickly, I guess.
To get the dress, right? Because he needed only a night to jot down and draw all his designs and stuff.
Does what's his face follow us? I've already forgotten his name.
Izek? No, they took off.
God, I don't want to test what's gonna happen. Well, I guess we can probably wait to see if we get our business done and I'll drop it, but.
Oh yeah, it's safe to say that you have not seen the last of his Extronzi, but for now, at
No.
least you have. Okay, so when you arrive at Blinsky's toy shop, the dress is on a life-size mannequin of looks like some sort of slimy bipedal humanoid frog. Those of you that are familiar with such creatures recognize it as a life-size model of a Bodak. I'm sorry, not a Bodak,
Skunk?
No, the Banderhob. There you go. Looks like this.
Ugh.
Oh,
Gosh.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That is a beautiful, beautiful frog.
Hello at fire.
Does his have an arm hanging out of the mouth?
Yeah.
It does, indeed.
Damn.
All right. So your dress is on that. Blinsky welcomes you all in. and welcomes you all back. Says that he has indeed finished the design for the dress and has made a few of his own improvements to it. He hopes he likes them.
Indeed. Looking at the dress, does this look like much larger than the?
So the dress that's on the Banderhob is the Virgo Master's dress,
Oh, okay.
and it does not fit it at all. It's like not zipped in the back. It's like placed over the arms.
Does it just look slimy, or is it actually slimy?
Do you touch it?
Well, I'll touch the dress.
All right. It is fake. It is not actually
Okay.
slimy. It is just appeared to be slimy. The dress is not slimed, nor is it damaged in any way.
Linsky almost got us all killed.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We're here to take the dress back to the rightful owner. I trust you have everything you need.
Oh, yes, yes. Everything is in order. Simply need time now.
How much time?
Oh, order of this complexity. This attention to detail that must be going into a dress of this magnificence. 3 days.
I mean,
Is there an amount of money that would get it done in 2?
Oh, there's an amount of money for everything, my friend.
Say 15 gold pieces.
Let's say 15 gold pieces might shave a day off, yes. 20. 20 gold pieces would shave a day off for certain.
I mean, if you can, I can do 10, you could do 10, and we can shave a day off.
Sure, let's do that. I'll give him 10 gold pieces.
I'll give him 10 as well.
To the top of the priority list it goes. I'll simply have to inform Izek that his next $3 will have to wait.
Well, I think Isaac will be distracted for a time.
Oh, yeah.
It is good. He's not a very forgiving man, he's not.
So, do you just pull it off, or is there some kind of trick with this mannequin?
Oh yes, just watch the mouth.
Actually, I'm a little short for this. Sam, could you give me a hand?
As I'm like looking at the carousel from before. Yeah. And I'll just help out with the dress.
Okay. Do you avoid the Vanderhaus mouth? As instructed by Blinsky?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he would just say watch the mouth as you
Yeah, I
start
mean,
taking the
yeah.
dress off.
I'll make sure the dress doesn't get hit. I'll go slow about it.
Okay. As soon as you remove the dress, you see a slimy tongue pull the rest of that arm into the mouth. You all hear a burp. Otherwise, the thing doesn't move.
If I smell it, does it smell like it's alive?
Make a perception check at advantage. It's very much a taxidermy. Just like the werewolf you encountered earlier.
Sam just says to himself, I don't understand this place. Do you have any, like, gift boxes or something? You know, something presentable?
For the sample. Is the sample also a gift?
No, it just, you know, we want to return it in the, most, appropriate way.
Well, yes, of course. Here. And he pulls out a plain brown paper box, folds up the dress, puts it inside of it, gets out some gray wrapping paper, and puts it over the top.
Right.
I mean, shall we be, going?
Yes, never know when somebody might dispel our efforts again.
I mean, hey, I didn't even realize until I woke up, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying we should be swift.
I mean, true.
All right. So Blinsky would bid you all farewell. He would thank you for shopping at Blinsky's Toys. And the payment for the dress will be due on the day that you pick it up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, alright, so I guess I still have 15 gold then.
No. Payment for the
Oh.
rush on the dress is due immediately. Payment for the dress itself will be due on when you pick it up.
Did we agree to a price?
You
I don't
have not
remember.
yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can take Blinsky.
God damn,
Oh
son!
my God.
Yeah, the man with the taxidermy Vanderhobbs and werewolves that he seems to create. Totally fine. Take him.
Furiously writing up
Anyway.
a character sheet for Blinsky.
All right, I'm sure he's got one. Everybody's got a stat block in this game.
God, and why would, if all the people, why would Belinsky
I
have,
don't know,
like,
Blinsky.
like,
Mr. Blinsky.
All right. Notes for later. Potential combat with Blinsky. Cool.
oh my god, I would be amazed if somebody has actually done a combat with Belinsky before.
I mean, we've achieved the point in this campaign where not even I know if I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta keep you on your toes. Never know when I might decide to just give you a sentient slinky or something.
Oh my god. Dude, it wasn't even like it was something that we planned. It was just Veronis being like, hey, you know what? I'm drunk. I have tools to make something. Why not, right?
And let's see
Like,
how
So
good of a
offhanded
slinky he makes.
yeah.
I've hit a joke in response to Ace Ventura being mentioned. I love it.
Yep.
D&D.
Yeah, D&D.
Yep.
I had a family party here the other day, and one of the relatives asked, "How is D&D any different than a video game?" And I wish I could just show her this, because, like,
Well, you can. It's been recorded.
Yeah.
right? Like, there's no video game in the world that can accommodate this level of randomness.
That's so true. And this
Right,
is
everyone,
somehow
so-
like
Go ahead, yeah.
the only thing I could think of is like if you mod Skyrim enough to where you can have like almost anything happen. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I could think of, but that's it.
Yeah, even a heavily modded out Skyrim's still there's a border to the world. There's an extent to how far you can go.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, everyone. So, departing Blinsky's with the Virgo Master's wife's dress securely stowed away. It is probably about 8:30, 9-ish in the morning at this point. You know, we'll call it 9:30ish since you've just concluded your business with Blinsky. Still early. Are you all heading straight to the Virgo Masters, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think we need to get this thing back ASAP.
Yeah.
So yeah, straight to the Virgo Master, right?
Oh yeah.
So, as you all arrive at the Burgomaster's mansion, you can see a flurry of motion going on inside. You see women in dresses running past every door, and you see the lady of the house seems to be up to something inside. So as you all, how do you approach? Do you knock on the door? Do you shout from outside? Are you going? What do you want to do? How do you do this?
I would knock on the door.
Okay. So, after a few moments, you hear the Burgomaster's wife shout out, "Was at the door? Oh, I'll get it. And she runs up and swings the door open, and she's obviously, she's like, "Oh, Hello, I wasn't expecting to see you all again. My husband's been looking everywhere for you. What can I help you with?
Oh, we just, can you show, your husband the dress and saying that we were, just dropping this off for him?
I will, of course. He didn't seem too happy with you all. Mentioned chains and in hot things and
Don't worry about that. All he really needs is the dress. It's fine.
yes.
Your husband
okay.
just has a twisted sense of humor sometimes. You know him.
Yeah, yes, of course he does. Yes, of course. He got very upset after speaking to our son the other day. You wouldn't happen to know what that's about. Neither of them will tell me anything.
No, I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh. Well, all right then. My son's a wizard, you know. Very he's going to be very powerful one day.
Had a feeling we were assuming it was someone else. Okay. Things are starting to make sense now.
Do you know many wizards? I don't know many wizards. You can tell she's just trying to talk to people.
I mean, I know magic. But not to the extent that I think you're. Well, I don't know what your son knows about magic, but
Well, he's studying. He's studying to be a wizard. He's taken over the entire top floor as his laboratory, you see. My husband does not approve of such things, says magic is for the weak-minded and for those who cannot protect themselves, but my son is going to be very strong.
yeah, you may want to tell your son to take down that laboratory. He might die in some explosion.
Her eyes just bulge. Like, she goes white.
The explosion would be merciful. He might also just be dealing with things he doesn't understand and summon something from another world that will haunt his nightmares forever.
You mean like the cats?
The cat.
Cats. 3 of them.
You may want to tell your husband those cats are a threat to you and your family.
Oh. I thought they were just strangely smart for cats. I didn't realize they were dangerous.
Believe me, just tell your husband that.
I will be sure to inform him of the threat these cats face. You truly are wonderful friends to him. I should let him know. Perhaps you'd like to wait inside until he returns home so you can tell him yourself?
How
We've got a prior engagement. Thank you.
Yeah, we have business to attend to, and I doubt you, let's just be honest. Just tell your son to stop studying magic.
He's going to be a powerful wizard.
That's what I thought. And then this happened, and I show her my hooked hand and my skeletal leg
She
and
faints.
my eye patch.
Okay, I'm just. Should we just push her in and close the door?
Does anyone else further dive? I'm gonna check if she make sure she didn't hit her head.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
Guidance.
She's fine. She's snoring. She's just fainted.
What a strange time to take a nap. That Virgo Master must really be overworking her.
Just gonna roll her inside.
Yeah. Whoever has the dress, can we just lay it down on her and then? We should go.
I'll just put the box in between her arms, like she's just hugging it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm closing the door. Let's go. Just.
Right,
I'm sorry. That was just how I would react. Just put the dress down, close the door. Let's get out of here.
All right. So as you walk away, anyone that would glance behind and look up to the upper windows would see a trio of cats in the window looking down on you all. They eye you shiftily.
Are they magical? Like, do they look magical or do they look like actual cats?
They look like 3 cats.
I'm gonna say out loud. Hey, you guys up there! A word. That's
The
like
one in the
my-
middle kind of lifts its head up a little bit, kind of giving you that, like, I'm better than you cat look.
You know, I could go up there fairly easily.
No. Please don't. Please don't. We gotta go to the forest. Let's get the kids. I don't want to be here anymore. At least I don't want to stay around for too much longer.
As you're all watching them, the 2 on the outside, the 2 on either side, jump down from their perch into the room, whatever room that they were in. The last one remains for a brief moment longer, kind of tilts its chin up just a tiny bit, and then saunters off into the room.
In a very New York fashion, I'm just gonna yell, "You think you're better than me?"
Sam, we're in the street. Let's just go. Let's
There's
go,
a few
let's go.
people looking at you. This lady grabs her child and brings her into the house.
Alright. Oh my god.
We just wanted to be nice and give the dress and apologize. Still be left a passed out woman and screamed at a couple cats in the window.
I don't know how we managed this. I
We
really
were
don't.
trying. Oh my god.
One of the things that Sam hates: people who thinks that they're better than him.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's wonderful. Those cats totally gave off that vibe too. Like, more so than normal cats do. Like, I haven't met a single cat who didn't think he was better than me, but still, those cats really gave it off. Alright, everyone, where to?
I think we're gonna head to the forest, right?
No, was it the lake where all the kids are at, or is it the forest?
It's
That
the
was
lake.
the lake.
It's the lake.
Like,
Oh, the lake, yeah. The lake.
Alright, so if we're gonna go to the lake, as we're leaving town, I'm gonna drop concentration suggestion just so that I can.
Wonderful. Somewhere off in the distance, Sam, with his wonderful ears, hears someone yell, "What the fuck?"
We should do like kind of a, not like running, but do like a quick trot out of town. Like, let's go. Oh, let's go.
Hey, you know what? We did our business, you know. We gave the dress back. I don't think we should really care. I mean, we're gonna see him again, but at least we did our thing.
So as you all hear the "what the fuck" off in the distance echoing through the trees, some crows and ravens take to the sky, birds flocking out, startled by the loud noise. You all quicken your pace and start a quick trot out of town. That sounds like a wonderful spot to go ahead and call it a session for tonight.